I'll give it to Konami, they were sinking threes with these boxes again and again. But you're bound to miss one eventually, and I feel like I can safely say, as someone that is adamant about building Trickstar, that this is the worst box since Arts of Atlantis. And that box has Diamond King Crab, which, fun fact, is the best Yu-Gi-Oh card. What I'm trying to say is, this box is, not really actually. Stage of Trickstar, the first mini box of the Link era that is themed around Trickstar, obviously, but also Marincess, Water Exceed support, Paleozoic support, and Injection Fairy Lily. It's about time. Wasn't really looking forward to that doctor's appointment when I was a kid, and I'm still not. 3400 wedge on the normal summon, but it's nothing compared to Cat Shark. Alright, I'll stop. Trickstar Holly Angel, poster boy of the box, Light Link 2 Fairy monster, requires 2 Trickstars. Each time a Trickstar monster is summoned to a zone Holly Angel points to, you inflict 100 points of damage to your opponent. It casually prevents Trickstar monsters it points to from being destroyed by battle or card effects. And if your opponent takes damage from a Trickstar effect, which is like their whole thing, Holly Angel gains attack equal to the damage taken until the end phase. It's okay. Preventing Trickstars from being destroyed is pretty good, but it can only do it for one monster because of its arrows. Pairing it with other cards from the box like Trickstar Candina, a super rare which searches the archetype on summon, and every time your opponent activates a spell or trap, they take 200 points of damage. So yeah, it's their whole thing, and I'll tell you right now, I'm scared of this deck alongside Shadow Game, Trickstar Burn Stall Inbound. But there's also the super rare Lycoris that can reveal itself in the hand to return a Trickstar you control back to the hand to special summon Lycoris. This can be paired with Holly Angel since you're summoning multiple times, inflicting more damage. Yeah, it's like getting annoyed to death by a Tinkerbell film, and that is with all due respect. But it doesn't stop at Holly Angel. There are 3 more Trickstar Link monsters in this box, and they're all rares, making the deck pretty much free to play, including Divaritus that inflicts 100 every time your opponent summons, or Black Catback that lowers monsters' attack when your opponent takes Trickstar burn damage. I don't really know how Trickstars will translate to Duel Links, but hopefully in the least annoying way possible, because I do love this archetype. Paleozoic shit. Paleozoic Elenoids is more of what I'm talking about. Normal trap that can destroy one spell or trap on the field. Pretty good, but then it has the same Paleozoic graveyard shenanigans as Canadia, Morella, and the rest of them, where it can special summon itself as a normal monster from grave when a trap is activated, and it is then immune to monster effects. His effect is good and useful and just rounds out the Paleozoic archetype more. And it's like all they're missing is a boss monster. And oh wait, Paleozoic Opabinia, how you doing? 2 level 2s appropriately immune to all monster effects and casually allows you to use Paleozoic trap cards from the hand. This includes Canadia. And then if it has a trap monster as a material, you can detach one to grab any Paleozoic card from your deck to your hand. You need the MST, go grab it. The Book of Moon, go grab it. And maybe you need the Shrink, go grab it. I feel like the potential of Paleozoic Frogs or Paleozoic Stall is going to be there. And Elenoids, at the end of the day, like Canadia, is just a good staple, but these are kind of the last things in the box that are working for me. Shooting Code Talker, another ultra rare here. Link 3 Water Cybers requires 2+ Cybers monsters. During the battle phase, you can activate his effect, which allows him to attack monsters your opponent controls up to the number of monsters he currently points to +1, which he points up, down, and left, which are all pretty good. And it gives him the potential to attack 4 times. But when it attacks your opponent's only monster, it loses 400 attack points, but then you get to draw cards equal to the number of monsters that he destroyed by battle that turn. This card is vulnerable as all hell. His effect is just going to be way too hard to resolve. And frankly, at 2300 attack, there's not a whole lot he's beaten over anyway. Maybe if he was completely generic, he'd be a nice game-ending staple, but very situational with no protection whatsoever. It's a kind of a weak ultra rare in my opinion.
Giant germ, baby!
Now every time I do a video for a new box, I get asked if it's worth going through. And in this case scenario, I gotta go with no, unless you are passionate about Trickstars, which I do know some people. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.